What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus Coin. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. We've got some big things to talk about, and yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty damn cool. Shout out to Official Lee Kalafi or Kalafe. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but Official Lee Kalafi for mentioning in one of his comments that BitBoy bought some Jesus Coin, you guys. BitBoy bought Jesus Coin, apparently. And I don't know which video that he mentioned it on. This was the only video out of like these last 8 that I've watched. I just haven't had time. I normally do watch his videos like literally every single day to keep up with things, and just because I think he's entertaining too. But this was the video that I watched because I was hoping that it would be on here, but I don't remember mentioning it. If he did, it was a very brief mention, but maybe it's in one of these videos that he mentioned that he bought Jesus Coin. I didn't see it myself, but I trust Lee officially. I think you're honest, right? If you're saying that, I don't think he'd say that for no reason. So that's a big deal. BitBoy has 118,000 subscribers. His, like, out of his most recent videos, the most views that he's had in one video was 10,000, and I mean at least multiple thousands, right, per video. And that's a big deal because Jesus Coin itself only has like 16,791 holders, so thousands of viewers per video hearing that he bought Jesus Coin. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. And it's not even 16,791. It's probably closer to 15,000 because most of those wallets, those like lower holding wallets, they don't even hold $1. It's like people who got in, got out, they're dead wallets now, or someone who just keeps like a penny in there, maybe to make this number bigger, whatever. But it is something like 1,500 to 2,000 wallets. They're less than $1 in value, so I wouldn't count that. But either way, this number, a lower number, whatever, thousands of viewers who probably don't on a large basis, like 90% plus of those people don't own or have ever heard of Jesus Coin. That's a big deal. So not the biggest account, 118,000 subscribers. Of course, he used to be one of the biggest accounts, if not the biggest account, right? But BitBoy is the one of the bigger names in crypto, I would say. So that's a big deal. Things are boring right now. I'm sure his views will go up as things get more exciting too, as Jesus Coin gets more exciting. This isn't going to be the last time that he's mentioned it. If you go on his X account, you can see here says, "We are coming, every knee shall bow, Jesus," right? That might seem weird to some people, but he literally referenced that same day Jesus Coin here, right? He retweeted MYCODD app. Shout out to them too. I follow them as well. He retweeted this tweet that they had about Jesus Coin. He definitely owns some, right? And he made that post on the 29th. You know, Jesus take the meme. So I don't know if he's aware of like the inner workings with Jesus Coin, if he's aware of like some big things that are going on. Maybe he just wants to hype it up and pump it up too because of the name, because of the community. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I think it's a big deal. And I do believe, I have no doubts they're going to Vatican City, right? If he says this, he literally does go to places. He'll he'll do stuff like this. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. But I just think that's a big deal. I really do think that's a big deal, having a big name like that announcing publicly their support for a meme coin that's not, this isn't its first year of existence, right? It's already been in existence for over a year now. And it's got higher lows and higher highs, right? It's already had the community. It's had like a pretty fair launch from what I know about it, right? Most of the coins are burned. If you look it up on CoinGecko, and for anybody who knows about Jesus Coin, of course you already know this stuff, but this hopefully reaches the ears of someone who's looking to invest and maybe they've never heard this before. Because it's a perfect time to invest, even though, and not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, right? And when I say invest, I don't mean for like 10 years. I don't know if I would hold any meme coin for that long, right? But for the next 2 months to the next year, like for the rest of the cycle, it could be a good, if you want to just get in and get out, 2 months might be perfect. If you want to hold it for the rest of the cycle, I could see it doing really well too. But Jesus Coin itself, if you look at the circulating supply versus the total supply, a lot of people might be concerned, like what's the difference there? What about all these coins flooding the market? These coins were all burned, but technically not burned, but they are locked in a wallet that will never be used, cannot be accessed. It was sent to a burn wallet through Pink Wallet, right? I think that's what it's called, Pink Wallet. It was sent to a burn address, and the owner of that burn address, which I think was Maker Lee or somebody else who developed Jesus Coin, they threw away the key. Like, and that might sound that might sound to some people like just like a hoax story, but that's the truth. They literally, Maker Lee publicly announced on Christmas while he was at dinner with his family. Okay, he was the most transparent as he could be with this whole situation. People who deal with things like this that go wrong, and for those of you that don't know, Jesus Coin, all these tokens were supposed to be burned on Christmas last year. That's what I'm referencing. I forget that I have to reference that because most of you guys know, but again, this is more to the new people. Maker Lee was as transparent as fast as he could be. Most people in this space, when they're faced with a mishap, they don't respond immediately. They don't, especially if it's a scam, they don't respond at all. They're gone. They took your money. They don't need to respond to you. But he was as transparent as he could be, and he was very quick to respond. I trust it. I have no doubts in my mind that these tokens are all gone forever. It's all burned forever. I think if it was to rug pull, it already would have done that. That's a solid bit of money. I mean, who knows, you know? And anything could happen at any time. Someone maybe could hack Pink Wallet, though I don't think that's possible. And anyways, I'm going on talking about that so much. What I really want to talk about is how much you guys need to hit that like button and subscribe, all right? We're at 601025 right now on the price, from a relative low to a high point. This doesn't really make sense to me to find support on, but you know, from a fit perspective, that's kind of an odd area. But from a price perspective, at that low, we've found resistance here, a little bit of support here, kind of, not really, but resistance, support, definitely right there, right in the middle of this range here. I mean, more significance relatively speaking than we have throughout the whole existence of this thing, but definitely an area that makes sense to find support. A higher low, not a lot of volume as we're moving down. It looks good in my opinion. This might be the most ideal day to buy for the rest of the cycle, genuinely. I'm not buying here because I already bought more Jesus Coin up here. Why did I buy up here? Well, I fully expected that the price would come down. I even said that in my video where I announced that I'm buying. I just bought here in case it didn't go down, because this is Jesus Coin. It's a meme coin. TA is not always foolproof with this stuff, especially. So you can see crazy things happen. It could go all the way down here and then up, you know, in like 3 days time. It's a meme coin. It's very low liquidity. Anything can happen, though I don't think that's going to happen. I do think we're going to move up. I do think that's the low. I think we've got our higher low in right now. And the next places to look for price, I would say, are anywhere between about 6014 to 60267. And that's what we have to look forward to probably over the next coming weeks, let alone over the coming months, guys, right? This is where the exciting stuff happens. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of the stuff I talked about in the beginning was exciting. I know it might have felt like I was droning on. Maybe I was having more fun than you guys were. I don't know, but this is a big deal, man. As silly as this is, it's a big deal. It really is a big deal. Hype, that's where I got carried away, man. Hype is a very big driving factor, right? It doesn't matter. Fundamentals, throw them out. Fundamentals are necessary. You need them. You need that foundation. Okay, absolutely you do. You need solid fundamentals, but nothing pumps just because it has solid fundamentals. There are plenty of things that have solid fundamentals that dump and they death spiral. They're never relevant, right? You need hype. You really need hype. Hype gets things with poor fundamentals off the ground, let alone things with actual good fundamentals. Jesus Coin, right, isn't really, there's not really a whole lot of utility for it. I mean, you can donate to charity with, or you can donate to the what is it, the donation address, the charity address, stuff like that, but there's really not a whole lot of utility for it. It's a meme coin, but the foundation of it as a meme coin is very solid. The community is solid. Everybody says that, but I'm telling you, man, I've been in crypto since 2015, really heavily involved since 2017, and you guys really do have a very solid community, right? It's very welcoming. It's not hostile. It's different. It is different, and it makes sense. It's a religious coin. It's Jesus Coin, like that. It's a meme coin, of course, but it's a meme about something serious, where every other meme coin is different because it's about a joke. That's the whole point. And this isn't a joke, you know. And it really is a community. And for a meme coin, I think that's very important to have. So as far as fundamentals go, as good as they could be, I think they are good. And hopefully there is no rug or anything like that. I don't think that there will be. This thing will just continue to grow. The next place that it would go to, what I was alluding to before I got distracted there, was that this coin needs hype. Any coin, regardless of your fundamentals, you need hype to drive it. And this will help drive that hype. Full circle. All right, 5011 to 50248. That is the next target area from the current price. Okay, at a minimum, Our next all-time high I would expect would give us a near 11x in gains, potentially a 15x in gains, potentially a 24x in gains. That's your expected zone. You absolutely could blast through that. You could see more gains, larger gains than that. If we take into consideration, I've said this a bunch of times for everybody who's seen the channel, I know you've seen this, but from low to high, that we had a 61, almost a 62x, okay? If we take that same consideration here, that would put us all the way up at 5 zeros, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we see half that, and half of that would be about there, which would be 5 zeros, 164. It's still pretty good either way you cut it. So that would be a 20, almost a 30x. Anyways, a lot of things to come. Oh yeah, one last thing. Damn, I keep forgetting things. Sorry. From this low to a high point, we saw that growth in about 9 weeks. So relevant to the time frame of consolidation that we saw, it was a longer phase of consolidation. This was a shorter phase. We might see a longer move up. Okay, maybe it's about the same time, maybe it's longer, but something as far as 9 weeks away could be as long as this move takes, taking the same length of time, right? From low to high, and this was the low this week, that was the high. 9 weeks would put us in the middle to the end of August. If it was longer, and I think it would be longer, from a high to a low, 18 weeks there. We saw 9 weeks to move. That's funny. That's like the rule of thumb, actually, is that you move up, it takes half the time that you consolidate. And literally 18 weeks here, 9 weeks up, that's just funny. 29 weeks, if we were to see half of that, would essentially be 15 weeks. So from a low, or from the start there to the 15 point, that'd be September. That'd actually be the end of September going into October. So it could be that we find our next high, which again is anywhere from those numbers that I was discussing earlier, which brings us like a minimum of an 11x, potentially beyond a 20, even beyond a 30x is possible. That would happen either by the middle end of August or the very end / the end of September / beginning of October. So the months to come are going to be very exciting. That's all that is to say. If we move up as fast as this, and it takes us 15 weeks to get there, this was in 9 weeks, that means that we're going to go sky high, you guys. And who knows, there might be some bigger things in the works. Who knows what's going on? If we get listed on some exchanges with decent liquidity, that could definitely provide some pull to the upside for Jesus Coin, but time will tell. It's a perfect time to get in. Off of our relative highs, we're already down 30% this week, but off of our relative highs, high to where we are now, 42%, 43%. Yeah, fine. Totally fine. Anyways, that's all I got. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I think Jesus Coin's going up. Perfect time to buy. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.